I'd like to invite someone who is new to the stage at Mike's No Mic Open Mic up. Scott Gehman?
Yeah.
Go Gehman! Yeah! We know who brought the crowd tonight. Scott!
I should apologize to everybody who's here a lot. I did actually stack that corner. So if I hear laughing, I'm assuming it's them. Weird thing started to happen a few weeks ago. I actually realized that I'm an adult now. And I didn't really expect it or really want it to happen. But I'm 23. I have a full-time job. I own a house. And I'm single, ladies, so if you want to talk to me after the show, I would love to disappoint you. No, but it's weird, because a lot of the things that are happening now, they're not what I expected. I guess I had this idea that when I grew up, I would, have hard opinions on the stocks and talk to people about politics and Dow Jones, whoever the hell that is. And that's just not the reality of it. It's actually, it has changed me, but it's changed me in really weird ways that I guess I didn't expect. Like I had to scold my dog. And now that sounds normal, like you yell at your dog for something, but she loves to go outside in our backyard and bark at the neighbor girls whenever they do anything, and she loves it. It's her favorite thing. Neighbor girls don't like it so much. So about a month ago, I had to go out and I brought her in and I told her, like, you can't bark at them. But it's not just like, oh, don't do that. I sat her down in her little doggy bed. I explained to her why that's mean and why you can't do that. And then I turned her bed around so it was facing the corner and watched her sit in timeout for like 15 minutes. And then, I'm glad I did it though, I am, because a couple of days after that, I let her back out again, the girls were playing, and she did not listen to me at all. She just barked at him. Like, she's a dog, I don't know what I expected. Sorry, that was a stupid joke. I guess one of the biggest things is just that my priorities now have shifted a lot. Before, I really just cared, if I woke up to go to my 8 a.m., which I never did, and just stupid stuff like that. Now I have to worry about, like, is my house going to fall down? Am I going to lose my job? Will I die? I don't know, the important stuff. But the biggest thing that I am worried about now are my thermostats, and I feel like my dad. I moved into my house in February, which was, if you were here, cold as hell, or I guess the opposite of that. And so my bill the first month was crazy high, like twice as high as I thought it was going to be. And so I turned down all the thermostats in the house to the point where I'm just now being able to feel my toes again. And I didn't realize how important the thermostats were to me until not long after I got the bill. I had a dream that a man broke into my house, changed all my thermostats to 75 degrees, and then the rest of the dream was me hunting down and killing him. And I woke up from the dream and I just kind of looked, I looked off and I'm like, good. Like, yeah, you deserve that. Like, I'm glad that happened to you. I guess another thing with being an adult now, like all of my friends are getting married, like having bachelor parties and stuff, and I actually had my first experience with a bachelor party in October of last year, and I mean, I watched the Hangover movies, I know what to expect. We're gonna get really drunk, somebody's gonna get lost, and that's exactly what happened, like, exactly. It was in Atlantic City, it was a bunch of my friends from college, all mildly functioning alcoholics, and one of our friends happens to be extremely rich, like Scrooge McDuck rich, and so his gift to everybody was that he got us bottle service in a jacuzzi in like the room where everybody doesn't get that because they don't have like $1,000 to just throw at shit like that. And it was a lot of fun, it was crazy, but the one guy who none of us were really close with, but was still there, who gets way too drunk, and then apparently gets naked in front of strangers because he has to smoke. So at the beginning of the night, he was like hiding to get dressed to go outside because it was in October. By the end of the night, he was just naked, pointing at people. Well, all of a sudden, like, he wasn't there, and like everybody left to go. Well, me and my group went back. We went to a room, locked the door because we didn't want him to come in and stay with us. Well, the next morning we went over to the other room, expecting him to just destroy the place. He wasn't there. The other guys thought he was with us. We, of course, thought he was with the other guys. So we're calling his phone. It's about 9, 10 o'clock. We're just calling him over and over again, nothing. Finally, about 11:15, we get a call from him. And now, instead of putting it on speakerphone like a considerate adult, my one friend instead just goes, "Hey man, no, are you in jail?" And then laughs for 5 minutes. Without explaining to us why he's laughing. The reason he's laughing is that because our friend, instead of staying at the hotel, he went home in a cab to Hoboken, which is 3.5 hours away, $700. Which, if you're wondering, is the best day of my entire life, because that doesn't happen. And then it kind of went downhill and we went to Olive Garden. But it was real solid. Like, that was the rest of the bachelor party. We went to Olive Garden and then nobody wanted to drink and then we got hit on by prostitutes. Which that's also another word of advice. If you're ever getting hit on by prostitutes, I don't know, work dope or whatever it is. My friend found a really good way to get them to stop is just stand and go, "I love cock, I love cock, I love cock," and then they'll leave. And no one will ever bother you again. But, yeah, so being an adult's weird.